I never really been one to actually want to get married, but I knew I wanted to have kids. I've always known that since I was a kid. Um, I never really wanted to get married. I think I got married out of religious guilt.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing the right thing, and I told you this before,
Yeah.
a whole Christian thing. And during my marriage, I just felt like I was like, nah, just let this shit flow. So this is chocolate
The
baklava.
baklava things, I don't like those.
What is it made out of?
I don't even know. I just don't like them. I tried that one that's not chocolate before.
Because you're racist.
I'm not racist.
She.
I just don't believe in them. I don't know what I was about to say. All right. Is this Greek cheesecake? Is there such a thing?
Nah, this shit wet.
Hold on, let me see.
Nah, that good.
Mm, yes, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Try this shit. Yeah, renege that shit. Sit there, wait for it, wait for it.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. No.
Nah, that shit good. Damn. What is baklava? I need to see what these shits are. What are these sheets?
The flakes?
Yeah, what are these flakes? It's like,
I don't know. This like I'm gonna let you half of this.
hey, it's sweeter than a bitch.
Yeah, like this is it looks fake.
Does it taste fake?
Mm, no.
Everything's cheap in there though.
Hmm. Maybe they don't believe in like hiking the prices up that crazy.
It was $20 for that, and it came out to 30.
Hmm. Who do you think invented cheesecake?
Who invented cheesecake? That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, are you versus latte?
Who invents anything? You know what I'm saying? Like who? You know what I'm saying? Now, who the fuck created?
Who gets? Yeah.
Who created? Like let's start with like mac and cheese. Like who decided to get them udders?
Ew.
Yeah, who discovered udders? Like yeah, you gotta be a freaky ass dude,
That's
yo, or female.
well. I mean, it's you don't discover them.
Well,
You just
you see like baby calves sucking on cow titties, and you like,
pause.
yo, I want to see what that's
Well,
like.
if you know what humans do, then
What
I'm
would make
like,
you want to go test out a cow?
it's not. Oh, you mean like actually
Oh, speaking
interesting?
of, so I saw something foul on Twitter earlier.
Twitter don't block nothing.
No, this dude was laying ass naked in the grass. Now, I didn't look this up. It was on just a random thing on some thread. I was scrolling down the thread, reading comments.
Uh huh.
Dude laying on his back, butt naked.
Mhm.
A cow was like licking his chest. The other cow, you know where he was.
Ew! Look in his butt.
No, he's on his back,
Oh, one cow was licking
on
what?
his chest, and the other cow was on his meat, and it had it in his mouth and shit, licking his shit.
He was white.
See, I want to see. I knew you were gonna go there.
He was, wasn't he?
He was of lighter complexion.
Yeah, he was.
That
I
shit is
told
fucking
you what
weird,
is
yo.
going on with them and animals. They got some kind of gene in them.
Nah, cause there be Mexican people too. I done told you about that. That's what people go to Mexico for. Well, not why people go, but there's a place in Mexico from what I heard. You can go there and just watch people get fucked by horses.
That's so disgusting.
It's so fucking weird, you know. So it's not just a white people thing. It's your people too.
They be licking dogs' mouths and stuff. They got a weird attachment to their dogs. Like, what the heck?
I don't know.
That's nasty
But
though.
Twitter is fucking wild, yo. Ever since it changed to X,
That's
I
disgusting.
said fuck it, it's full game now.
It is disgusting.
Yo, this chocolate baklava's. That shit pretty good, yo.
Hmm.
It's different. I don't know. I think there's pistachios in it.
Maybe.
You know, I'm not even a sweets person.
No, that's why I was like kind of confused as to why you were getting some sweets.
She look good.
It's not like cake.
I'm not really into like American sweets outside of chocolate chip cookies. Them
But you
shits
want
is
some
always.
Tim Tams.
Me Tim Tam. So, no, Tim Tams all good though. Why's everybody else stuff good except for ours? They be serving us chemical cakes.
Um,
Now zebra cakes do be good though. What was your favorite Debbie cake?
I don't think I had those.
You a lie.
Wait, a Debbie cake? Wait, does the shortcake thing count? Strawberry shortcake?
Debbie cake's a brand. Well,
Little Debbie.
Little Debbie. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I know.
Who was your favorite Little Debbie? You'll tell me a lot about your
I don't
personality.
think I had, but I don't think I had those like that. Only the strawberry shortcake ones. They're rolls. They were like.
I know what you're talking about. It was like the Swiss rolls, but strawberry. Yeah. Those were good.
Those are so good.
I thought those were seasonal though. Those are seasonal, right?
No. They were.
Was Star Crunch Little Debbie?
Yeah, I think so.
And oatmeal pies?
Oatmeal pies? Ew.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I think.
You said ew?
Yeah.
Nah. When they came out with the giant shits.
I've never even heard of this stuff. That's what I'm like, what
You a lie. Let me turn off these mics. You
What
be
is it?
cap.
I'm
Big
not.
sombreros when these
I'm
things are on.
not.
Niggas.
I'm
Oh
not.
my! I'm gonna walk away.
What is it called? Star Crunch?
You heard of Star Crunch? I know you heard of
I said yes. You said is
oatmeal cream pies. You say you never heard of the giant ones.
No, not a giant one. No.
Yes,
I know what
you
they.
did.
How you gonna tell me?
What you
I
want?
know what they are. I know what they because they're like sandwiches that looks like with the white thing in the middle.
Yeah.
But I don't know what a giant one looks like.
You're disappointing me right now.
I mean, for real.
Yeah, you're disappointing me. You looking it up?
No, I'm putting this YouTube video up. You told me I have to be working 24/7.
Damn Skippy. Damn Skips.
So
You damn Skips.
that's what I'm trying to do. My subscribers have gone up 730.
730? It was what, 600 the other day, right?
Yeah.
601? What do you think the big boom was for?
I think me adding the thumbnails, like more, I don't know, creatively, and also not, I don't know, like you said, people don't want to really know about themselves. They want to know about other people.
It's weird,
other
right?
Drama. I think they like the fact that I tell stories maybe with it, and actually use real life examples. Because when I listen to other astrologers, I really don't hear them saying like, "Oh, I know somebody with this placement or who acts like this." Like that's what I would want to hear.
You just like calling people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you should.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with it because it helps people know that they're not the only one. They're not alone.
Yeah.
So it's not like a.
Well, hey, you're not the only fuck up out here.
Yeah, like there's other people who are. But it's to say like we're not. I don't know if we like do we really choose this, but it's not your fault. You know, when things happen, it's outside of your control because you were like kind of born with that.
You talking about your behavior? Some things you can are in your control.
No, I'm saying like just circumstances, like people who have like placements where they'll constantly like be having like 1,000 jobs. Like if you let go, like if your job lets you go, like don't think it was because you did something wrong. It's just kind of the energy of your life kind of puts you in these situations all the time. I'm not saying just go purposely like do stuff to get fired. I'm saying like if they're like, oh, we're
So you're saying they're
doing
gonna get
layoffs.
fired regardless a bunch of times
Yeah, it's just
because
happen.
of how the stars line up and what time they were born.
Yeah.
Would they be built with the stamina to? I guess it's just situational. I guess you can't really, you don't know because some people won't be able to handle that are born with that.
Yeah, they won't.
So I guess that's where
You
it
gotta
comes
tell people.
from the parents of teaching them, like, look, not directly like, hey, you're gonna be fired a bunch when you grow up, but
Yeah.
like, look, you need to learn how to face adversity.
Yeah. Like that's what I told somebody who has like a lot of like fifth house placements, and
Is that what Phil having?
no, I'm just saying like if it's the house of like casual, dating or casual romance or whatever, like if let's say somebody comes into their life who like wants to get married and they have total like opposite views, to tell them like it's not you're not wrong for like if you don't want to get married, because you have fifth house placements.
Yeah, I got Phil house
So
placements.
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't feel bad about what's going on because you're just kind of it's just the energy of your life, and so just kind of just learn how to like navigate through that.
I've never really been one to actually want to get married, but I knew I wanted to have kids. I've always known that since I was a kid. Um, I never really wanted to get married. I think I got married out of religious guilt.
Yeah.
Thought I was doing the right thing, and I told you this before,
Yeah.
a whole Christian thing. And during my marriage, I just felt like,
I feel like a therapist right now.
yeah, I
Like
know,
I'm
right?
laying back,
You're
like
sitting back, I'm over here
I'm sitting back, like
on the couch and shit, like,
tell me what happened.
yeah. What is this?
You gotta turn the other way and like put your head on. Like, well, it all started in 2000.
For real, I just prefer in my life. I prefer casual relationships. For me, it flows better, and I feel like I get more accomplished that way. And I feel like I have, and progressed a lot in life
Yeah.
because of my casual relationships. And yeah, it's
Did
just
you feel
marriage.
like you were in jail in a marriage?
With marriage,
Yeah.
yeah, it felt like like this invisible prison.
Yeah.
I just feel like I couldn't. I don't know, yo.
Too many rules.
It wasn't about the rules. It's just like,
The guilt.
what if I don't? I don't know.
You would feel guilty about how you think.
So I did at one point. I did feel guilty about it, and that's when I got baptized again. Um,
Because you don't know why
thinking I
you're
was
feeling like
thinking
that.
thinking I was doing the right thing, and I had a strong run. I was like, yes, I'm doing good. And then one day I don't know if it was I got weak or whatever like that, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. And at that time, I thought it was just not that there was something wrong with me. I just felt like
Yeah.
I didn't find the person that I was meant to be with.
Yeah.
But now that I know myself, and I was thinking, I was like, well, I wasn't supposed to be with just one person anyway. I've always thought that. But now it just makes sense not learning astrology
Yeah.
and then looking at my astrological makeup. It was like, oh, I was born. I was just born this way. I didn't do nothing. Nothing influenced me to be like this.
Yeah.
Not really, because my parents were both married.
Yeah.
They had a successful marriage. I mean, everybody goes through that shit period, but
Yeah.
they're still married to this day, and they were a good example
Yeah.
of parents in a relationship. But it was just me. I just never been to this day. I see couples holding hands. I'm just like,
Oh,
ugh,
here you
yo.
go.
I
So
see people at the gym kissing each other like after a set. I'm like, y'all got 4 sets left. I could finish the deed
you
first,
got
all right?
Capricorn. You got
I just don't.
serious
I don't like. I'm
Capricorn.
not really big on PDA like that. I'm just not. I don't. I don't know
It's
why it bothers me.
It's Capricorn.
I got Capricorn in my fifth house.
I'm telling you, it's Capricorn energy. It's like that. Like it's just like that. As far as public, because it's so serious and wants to present itself as like mature and adult and you know.
I just never understood that type of love, and I just look at myself like, is there something wrong with me? Why don't I love anybody like these people be loving people? But now I understand now. But these are my
Yeah.
thoughts back then. It's like people really be going
Like they'd be like flowers
above and
everywhere.
beyond. Yeah, like look, baby, I got rose petals in your bathwater. I didn't give a shit about that. I didn't. I didn't care about that. I want to put rose petals. It's a waste of money. Rose petals ain't doing nothing in that
You know
bathwater.
why? Because Capricorn is a practical sign. Taurus is practical. It's practical. This is a waste of money. This doesn't make sense. I don't need to be doing this. We're gonna waste time. We're gonna waste energy. We're gonna waste money. Like it's a very like it's not in la la land.
I tried to do some of those things, and I felt awkward doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I've gotten females flowers. I've gotten my ex-wife flowers, and and Valentine's Day gifts and other stuff like that. I tried to be what I thought
What
they
the
they
society shows.
well, not only the society but what they wanted in a
Oh
partner.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I can give a fuck about society,
yeah,
but what my partner wanted in a relationship. And I tried this a couple of times, and it's just like that's just not. It has to be organic,
yeah,
and I just feel like I did it because I knew they were looking for it.
yeah,
And but I did love them. I did. I think I show love in a in a way though. I show love through teaching,
hmm
through helping, through it's like the nonverbal and like the non-tangible things, like
yeah,
picking something up, cleaning here, or if I see that they're tired or whatever, like I'm gonna take over or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like filling
yeah,
their cup when it's empty. And I don't think filling your cup is buying you some funky ass flowers that don't really smell good. They're gonna die in a week.
yeah,
And spending money on that. Like,
yeah,
what's the substance beyond? Oh, like, oh, it's flowers, but we got fucking bills due.
yeah.
You know?
Like I just said, practicality.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought that too, because I have all my friends are married and have kids, and I was like, why did I ever think about that? Like, then I have an empty seventh house. I don't. I never thought about it like that. Like how some women plan it when they're like teenagers. They be like, I know the dress. They buy the dress before they even have a husband. There's people like that. They'll get everything. He just needs to fill that last spot. The people who pay, book, buy everything, and they don't even have a man yet. That's how much marriage energy they have inside of them.
I don't understand that. Well, like, is it a feeling of being? I don't know. I guess it's wanted.
It's companionship.
But do you not feel that when you're in the courting stage, the boyfriend girlfriend
There's some
stages?
there are some people who just feel like that's not enough.
But you already living. There's people that's been together for 5, 6 years, living together for 4 or 5
Yeah.
years, but they still want to like. I need you to put a ring on it. I'm like, for fucking what? You're already married. You're doing the same marriage shit.
Yeah.
And like, and then they want a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Well, I never understood
Very,
honeymoon.
very close
I
friends.
know you. You ain't gonna do no new tricks on this honeymoon that I have don't know already, cause we done did them all.
You might activate new energy based on astrocartography.
Ain't no activation of new flexibility. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing getting more girthy or
You
longer over here.
never
It's like it's gonna be the
know. You
same.
never know. You travel to your Mars line. You can have high energy,
Now I never understood why. No.
or you might be fighting each other.
Yeah, it's like honeymoon. Like yeah, my idea of a honeymoon is going to a country and going to explore,
Yeah,
not going
like
there
backpacking,
not going there for you to put lingerie on that I've seen already. I've seen you naked.
but it's
It's-
for
you know
Instagram.
what I'm saying? For Instagram, see that's the problem with women. If we if I get married and then we go on a honeymoon, and I see her walk out with lingerie, I'm like, take that bullshit off, yo. We don't clap cheeks 1,000 times already, yo. Let's go explore the countryside of Switzerland or something like that. That's gonna stimulate me. Well, no, I'm saying not sex does stimulate me. Don't get me wrong now. We can clap it up, and then we can go out here and explore the
Oh
countryside
my
of
gosh.
Switzerland. But it's like you spend all this money to clap cheeks in a different country.
Yes, because some people like to
It's
travel.
the same cheeks.
Some people like to travel. So you just don't want the honeymoon label on it. You don't want that trip to be known as honeymoon trip.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's
Like I
what it
think in a
is.
honeymoon that think that's gonna enhance the romance. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't enhance the romance. Why weren't you romantic before then? You lying?
because now they have a different title. It changes everything. It changes the energy of everything. Because now they're a married couple.
I feel like that was fake energy before then. Like so that's my approach to relationships is what you get at the beginning, that's what you getting.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're gonna get throughout all my relationships. It's like and years down the line, they could say that I'm consistent. It's very consistent. And I'm not gonna be on no honeymoon
No wonder.
talking about, like, hey, look what I got for you. It's the same shit, just in a different
This is
territory.
why I tell people to learn astrology. So that
But am
they
I making
know.
sense though?
You make sense for you though.
No, I
That's the
think that just
thing.
makes sense in general.
Because that's more energy, just like
That should be everybody's energy. You know how much money will be saved? If
you know
I'm not saying don't
how
go
many
on trips.
lives will be
I'm not saying don't go
boring.
on trips, but
Hey, you
if
don't want people
if
to
I
get
get married, I don't want her to be like, "Hey, let's go on a honeymoon." I'm like, "Don't call it that. We just gonna go on another trip that we've been on before, and we're gonna do the same exact thing."
It has a different
You know what
vibration.
I'm saying?
No,
You just might have on some white lingerie versus black this time. You know what I'm saying?
it's a different vibration.
And even lingerie, I do appreciate it. I do, but I still think that's a that's a waste, yo. It's like, yo, let's get to this now. You know what's gonna happen. You can keep it on if you want. The outcome is still gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna grind this thing up. You know what I'm saying? I understand like that. For some people, it heightens their play. It don't. I guess because mine is already up and it stays that way. It's just like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm really gonna give it to you tonight. So why weren't you really giving it to her before?
Because it just changes. It stimulates people.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Everybody's different. Everybody needs different type of stimulation.
So what is that? Visual stimulation?
Some people it's visual. Some people it's physical. Or they need to get there first mentally. Because they can't just go at it and it feel good.
So what does lingerie do? That's what I'm saying.
It
Like,
puts you in like make you feel pretty. Like
what's
why do you comb your hair?
what's sexy for a man? Well, for men, like what would you like to see on a man lingerie? Like what
Man
boxers or
lingerie?
something like that? You want to see him come with boxers and Timbs on, with a fucking beanie on, or like
Yeah, like half. It's kind of like a woman, like half dressed. You're like half dressed. You like
what is your? Tell me yours.
shoes,
Tell me you want to come in with blazers on?
blazers, and your beanie.
Blazers and beanies.
Beanie and blazers.
So
That's it.
that's what turns you on.
That's it.
So if a man,
Well, no, with some boxers or
so if
something first.
a man comes in there with some plaid boxers, some blazers and a beanie on, you be like, oh shit,
You're half dressed.
I'm jumping on that tonight. You know what I'm saying? Although y'all just seen, I want to take this discussion to Twitter. Like, what turns women on? Like, 'cause you know, men have. Not, don't get me wrong. Again, I said I do appreciate lingerie. I think it's a very sexy, very intimate look, and it can be worn very well. And it's like it's enhancing. I think for me, it's more like I'm trying to think about. I'm trying to get rid of my. I'm not getting rid of my Capricorn. I'm trying to think about what makes sense to me. I think that the daily look to me would turn me on from a female. Like I guess because I like consistency. You know what I'm saying? Or like uh, a sundress with no panties on or something like that. If they be like, yo, I ain't got no panties, I'm like, oh, word? You know, something, you know? It's just like, and it said, I think that to me, I guess the way my mind works is sexier than lingerie. I think lingerie is a waste of money.
But you can still wear it out in public.
You may get shamed and may get arrested in certain states. But a sundress, you can wear out in public. You can wear it right in the room to get cheeks clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the
And then
sundress is
you
more
just walk
functional.
back out into the public.
Exactly, the sundress is more functional.
Functional.
You could be at
Functionality.
you
Is that
can
a word?
be at a farmer's market. And you're like, hey, yo, come on to this bathroom real quick, yo. I done seen them sheets move way too much in that sundress. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't do that.
Versus,
You said you don't like PDA, so you wouldn't.
that's not PDA. I said the bathroom. I'm not clapping by the watermelons in the farmer's market. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's go to the restroom real quick. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's PDA about that? There's kids out there.
There's
You
children.
know, I'm respectable. A citizen out here. You know?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how we got on the subject, but it's flowing. We got into
That's
Mars
funny.
signs, Capricorn signs, and whatever like that. So I'm drinking this
Talk about people's Saturn.
Saturn.
You said we're talking about Mars. We talked about people's Mars signs.
Oh, we're talking about fifth house energy and why I don't I don't find marriage
Oh yeah, yeah,
fulfilling
yeah. For
for
that one.
myself. But I do have stuff in my seventh house too. Is the house of marriage. So I guess that is why I got married. I'm the type to I don't know. It bothers me not trying. You know,
Yeah, like
and
you
I
do
had
it
to
at least
try it.
once.
You know, I'm not gonna knock it when I haven't tried it yet. You know what
Like
I'm saying?
how I
I
do
can't
with
say
mangoes.
most of my life I was like, yeah, I'm not into marriage. I was like, well, I never even tried it. I
Yeah,
might like it.
like when I said I don't like mangoes, and I never had them.
Yeah. Now your ass be chomping.
There's one waiting for me right there.
And mangoes. I feel bad for that mango. I don't know what's coming.
Ew.
Yeah. They don't know what's coming. You know, for he got plans for that mango. You might put on lingerie. Mango juice dripping everywhere and shit.
You're disgusting.
Nah, but shit, what was I saying? You know, threw me off.
What?
Oh, I can't help but not try.
Oh yeah, because
And
you're not a quitter.
I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter, and I'm not gonna knock somebody. Well, some things I am gonna knock without trying. There's
You are
just
judgy. You will.
yeah, but there's certain things to where when it comes to me in my life,
Yeah.
it's like, well, how can you say you don't like marriage if you never tried? I can say that I tried it. I gave my honest effort. I really did. To where I felt mentally, and when it gets to the mental, it gets serious for me.
Mhm.
I couldn't hold on to it anymore. You know, it was mentally draining. I was like in my head a lot. I was like, am I doing the right thing? And I don't know. I felt like I was getting. I didn't like that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And with my ex-wife, I wanted to. I think I loved her enough to know that, look, if I can't respect her the way she wants to be respected, then I have to let her go.
Yeah.
Although she didn't want for that to happen.
Yeah.
I didn't want for that to happen as far as publicly. I didn't want to embarrass her.
Yeah.
I did not. That was not my intention at all.
Yeah.
But I knew if I couldn't have loved this woman the way that she wanted to, and I vowed to do that,
Yeah.
I need to let her go so she can find somebody that fulfills that
Yeah.
and feels that for her,
Yeah.
because I know I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to tear this person down. We were both still young, early, I think 30. Or no, I was 28. She was 30,
Yeah.
29, something like that. And I was like, yeah, I need to do the right thing for once in my life and
Yeah.
really show this person I care for them by letting them go. Because I tried.
Mhm.
I did try. Because early on I said I didn't want to do it. Then I was like, all right, let me try.
Yeah.
Like for real, put my effort into it. And I was just like, this is just not for me.
Yeah.
So let her go. I knew it was gonna be a hurt period for her, but she
Yeah.
grew out of it, and she found somebody. I'm glad. I like the guy she's with now. Yeah, he's cool people. He's funny. I could tell that he's really into her, loves her, and
Yeah.
he's treating her the way that she needs to be treated. Because I did not do that, and I'm man enough to say that. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Now studying astrology, I understand
Yeah.
who I am more now. Now I'm more confident in the way I move.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's why I love astrology so
yeah,
much. 'Cause I'm like, how you gonna tell me I talk about politics too much? I'm literally an Aquarius. Like when you learn everything, fifth house is also the house of politics. I have fifth house placement, so it was like, how you gonna tell me how I am? I know how I am, and I know now. I know where it comes from.
I didn't know
I
that
did
fifth house
maybe
is
I
the house of
didn't at the
politics.
time. As you?
Hmm? Oh, phone, yeah. I don't know who this keep. It's Arizona
Why don't you?
number.
Yeah, I had an Arizona number call me too.
You too? Yeah.
602.
No, this one's
What's the zip code?
928 Prescott.
Oh no, I have one in there from Arizona.
I don't know. And it's a cell phone number because
Is the bill cool?
hey, oh, Grandma C text me. Hey, did you know? I guess the news is broadcasting that Houston is flooded because my family is hitting me up. You know,
What?
the news be over exaggerating shit. Yo, my brother hit me up last night. He's like, "Yo, everything okay over there? We saw the flash flooding." I'm like, "Bro, this walking on dry land out here. What you?
I'm sitting in the
What are
grass
they?
right now.
What are they showing
I
y'all?"
don't know.
And my grandma just texting me, "Am I okay?" And it's sunshine over here.
But
I'm like,
also, dude, like, does he not? Your brother knows you're like 20,000 stories up. We'll be okay. Like, we're not drowning. So what?
I'm not 20,000 stories up, but I get what you're saying.
Yes, we are. We're
But
up here. Like it's not like we washed away.
this ain't my place, but I understand what you mean. But nah, it's I'm like, what did they show y'all
I don't know.
over
Some
there?
lies.
But it did say Hidalgo was gonna be flooded all weekend, but it didn't even rain that much
That's
today.
what happened.
I guess the street.
Can you believe that you are doing an interview with a YouTube influencer right now?
Was that you?
How
what is it? Like? Go ahead,
how
go ahead.
how many subscribers do you need to say that you're officially a YouTube influencer? How many do you think?
How many subscribers?
Yeah,
YouTube influencer.
yeah. Like that would make you be considered a YouTube influencer.
That's tough. I think it's more on. I think it's more on your financial point. What are you getting financially? 'Cause I feel like you can have 1,000 followers, but if every thousand is invested in all your merch and everything you do,
Yeah.
I think that's more beneficial than having 10,000 and only having 500 people really investing into you. Although 10,000 you be getting money from YouTube and views, but
Yeah.
I think it's just the impact and
That makes sense.
how you measure. First of all, how you measure success and influence.
Yeah.
But how I see it is, are people mimicking or taking your teaching or taking your influence and applying it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Are you actually influencing?
Yeah. And some people take like comedians and say they're influencers. No, the comedians,
Yeah.
they're not really. What are they influencing people to do? I mean, I guess to laugh, but how's that?
Yeah.
And I think that there's a strong necessity for comedians. I'm glad they're here, but what is influence?
Yeah.
You know?
Influencing. This is just, I don't know. Like, I just get so annoyed seeing people who've done like less than half the work and have like 100,000 times more like investment into them as far as people subscribing to them. But that doesn't mean people could also be like haters and like keep up with my content but never subscribe. That could be a thing too, right?
Haters?
To where they don't want you to get your number up. They don't want to follow you. They don't want to subscribe.
But they still watch all
But
your
they still
stuff to give you
watch you.
views.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Like comments. I even like. Well, I ain't like acting like I had negative comments, but I read people on your comments. That shit's very entertaining.
I don't know why they attack me like that.
It's good though. It's
But
good.
you don't have people who do that to you.
I don't have that many followers. First off, like
You don't be on it like that anyway.
On what, Twitter?
You don't be on anything.
I be posting some deep shit on Twitter, like some
Like
very
once a year.
philosophical stuff. I would say a couple times a month, but the stuff
A
I
couple
post,
times a month.
stuff I post is very
You have to
impactful,
be
yo. It can
consistent,
change
though.
lives. It changes lives, yo. Like no bullshit. The shit I speak, that shit should be written in like.
You think you're Socrates?
It should be scripture, like for real. They playing with the boy. They playing with me, playing with my word for real. Nah, I really do enjoy philosophy and the stuff I be saying. I'm like, why ain't people liking this? I see, the little meter, the graph thing that says how many people seen it. One like. I'm like, out of 4,000 people, one person like this. Do y'all not like knowledge?
Yeah, and even this, like, I just posted on my shorts, and it said I only had like 19 views. But then when I go to this YouTube thing, it says 400. But on my phone, it says 19.
I don't get it.
So I would delete them because I would see no views like a whole bunch of times. And I'm like, oh, nobody's watching this, so I delete it completely and think about re-uploading later. Whole time, there's probably 500 people who already saw it.
I don't know. I know on my end, I know why. I mean, I see the accounts. You either have to have like a strong ass hairline, you know what I'm saying? Locks. You have to have a full beard, probably abs popping off for people to listen to you and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know the game. I know the game.
Yeah, you should know the game.
Yeah.